Well, we can't say that the Hollywood runs on the actors' moods. However, we can say that the actors can kinda do whatever they want. But the old days weren't so open to the actors' wishes. Here are some old Hollywood rules the actors had to follow. Number 1. Long-term contracts only. Unlike these days, the actors couldn't just work on one project with a studio and then hop on to the next one for another movie. It didn't work like that in the old days. The old days was all about discovering a talent and signing them up for 4 to 7 years of contracts. The studio would build up their career from the scratch to the walls of the Hall of Fame. Number 2. One studio at a time. As previously mentioned, they were obliged to be in the contracts for one studio. A studio would literally peg a full-on career for an actor, so they can't just let them go like that, obviously. They had to make profit after all. It's all about a give and take business, right? That's why a studio was all between an actor and his career. Number 3. Studios can tank your career. Well, I've already said that your career's fate depends completely on what the studio will set for you. Inside politics and dirty games were always a part of the Hollywood. However, you have to be extra careful with the studio as well. They can tank you anytime they want. Even Lois B. Meyer, co-founder of MGM, planted rumors about John Gilbert and reportedly intentionally put the star in bad movies, so his career gets destroyed, which inevitably happened. Number 4. Loans were okay. Elizabeth Taylor was the first person to introduce and later instigate loaning actors. She encouraged her studio, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, MGM, to start the loaning system so that she could work on more complex films, which includes Giant, A Place in the Sun, and suddenly, Last Summer. Number 5. You have to rename yourself. If the studio decides to rename you to get you inside the rat race, you have to keep it. Marilyn Monroe, Rita Hayworth, Judy Garland, and the list continues. MGM even held a contest to find a name for their new star, Lucille Lesueur. So what's the name she ended up with? Joan Crawford. She obviously hated it. Number 6. You can't skip a part. Since the studios had to work so hard and tirelessly to build up a career for someone, actors weren't allowed to skip or refuse to do any parts in a movie. Even Bette Davis was suspended by Warner Brothers for turning down a role. So that's all, guys. If you like this video, why don't you give us a thumbs up? Comment down below what you think about it. And if you want more celebrity news, gossips, and everything, subscribe to our channel.